Mr. Beard here with your class recap for Wednesday, August 7th. We started today, as we always do, with our bell ringer. You can see the bell ringer has to do with time travel. That's because we're reading a short story about some guys that go back in time to hunt T-Rexes, which is awesome in itself. The story is called A Sound of Thunder by Bradbury, and it's one of my favorite sci-fi short stories because it deals with time travel, which is always awesome, T-Rexes, awesome, and it's by one of the masters of the science fiction genre, which is Bradbury, who was one of the most influential science fiction writers we have in the genre. It's also great to start off with in English 9 because it has a lot of the elements that we talked about yesterday in our notes, such as direct characterization, similes, metaphors, and on and on. So once we finished the story, we had a quick little study guide to answer. You can see on this sheet, some of these are blacked out. That means you don't have to do them, obviously. So you only have about 6-7 questions to answer. As I like to do, and as I think most English teachers like to do, I don't want you to just answer the question. I want you to apply elements from the story to that question. For example, number 1 says, from what point of view is the story told? We'll give proof from the story. Well, the proof from the story is that it only goes inside Eccles, who's the protagonist. It only goes inside his thoughts. So we would provide that proof that Eccles is the only character's thoughts we're allowed to enter as an audience. Number 2 says, give an example of a simile. Well, that's pretty straightforward. I'll tell you what, there's a simile, you can probably find it right here on this webcam. There's a simile right here on this front page. Hint, hint, in this paragraph here. After we finished the story and answered some questions, we watched a quick little Simpsons clip that is in itself an allusion or reference, if you remember from yesterday's notes, to this short story, A Sound of Thunder. And I like to show it because everybody likes The Simpsons. We've all the show's been on for 20-some years. All kids have a reference with The Simpsons, and it does kind of a funny, engaging story nod to this short story. So it kind of gives kids a different reference point and allows them to see some of these themes and elements that are happening in this Bradbury story in a show they're familiar with. So that's it for today. If you didn't finish these questions, then they are due tomorrow on Thursday, August 8th. So as always, if you have questions or concerns, shoot me up with an email. Thank you.